In Milan without a plan. Part 2. Hi, I'm Alisa from Crimea and I've been living in Spain for a year now. If I didn't do this, they'd probably kick me out of Italy. Just kidding. But visiting Italy without trying pizza would be a crime. Even a €5 slice on a plastic plate is a perfect way to recharge before exploring a Renaissance fortress filled with museums. Like last year, the ticket cost €5 and inside you'll find works by Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. This fortress, built in the 15th century, still impresses with its grandeur. The colorful painted ceilings, sculptures and paintings create an incredible atmosphere of the time. After the tour, you can head to Sempion Park to relax in the shade of the trees and by the cool pond. Even in the heat, locals don't give up on working out. But I'm most fascinated by the park's variety of animals. We'll end our walk at the Triumphal Arch, decorated with bas-reliefs and statues built on Napoleon's order. My first concert at a huge stadium in Milan. I bought ticket for this concert back when I was still in Crimea planning my move. By May, all the good seats were sold out, so I ended up with a ticket way in the back rows for €45. But I still got lucky. First, a lot of fans camped outside the stadium overnight just to get closer to the stage. And second, it rained heavily through most of the concert, so people from the fan zone moved under the roof right where I was. The concert started right on time at 9 p.m. and wrapped up around 11. A nice surprise was that besides Blanco, I got to see live performances from artists he's collaborated with: Mahmoud, Marrakesh, Madame, and others. Blanco released a new album in April 2023 with some amazing songs, and at the concert he played those along with his older hits. Before the concert, I was a little worried about two things: how to find my seat without knowing Italian, and how to leave the stadium safely afterward. But everything was really well organized. Staff in Special West helped out in English and I managed to get out of the stadium in just 10 minutes. I walked back to my hotel peacefully with the crowd. I'd love to do it all over again and look back on that night with such warmth.
Vorrei rifarlo per la gioia, gioia, momenti di noia, noia, sopra un motorino in quattro, nessuno con il casco per sentirti fetta addosso, l'uno contro, ti scriverò una poesia, un po' qualcuno.
Unplanned stop in Madrid. My journey here has been a real adventure. After a few amazing days in Yerevan and Milan, where I fell in love with both cities, and Milan said goodbye with lots of rain, I was on my way to Malaga. The only flight I could find had a 24-hour layover in Madrid. I had no choice, so I booked a hostel near the airport and went on my way. First impressions of Spain? I didn't know where to go. Everything was confusing, but at least it wasn't as hot as Milan. Finding the hostel with the map was harder than I thought. There was roadwork everywhere. Luckily, I didn't have my suitcase since the airline had already sent it to my next flight. No need to carry heavy luggage. I found a small Chinese shop nearby and bought food for dinner and breakfast. That way I could be ready to explore Madrid the next day. Madrid in one day, what to see? Picture this: someone hands you a ticket and says, tomorrow you're flying to Madrid, but you only have half a day. Challenge accepted. First stop, the iconic Retiro Park. They call it the heart of Madrid for a reason. The Crystal Palace, the Great Pond, cozy paths, and endless picturesque spots for a walk or some great photos. Next up is the Puerta de Alcalá, one of Madrid's most famous landmarks. It just opened this summer after renovations, so you can see it in all its glory. Then it's time to check out the Fountain of Cybele, surrounded by some of the city's Italy's most stunning architecture. To wrap up the tour, the Royal Palace, Almudena Cathedral and breathtaking viewpoint. This time I didn't go inside the palaces or cathedrals, I'll save that for the next time. Now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments which places in Madrid you'd love to visit, or share your favorite spots if you've already been there. The most nerve-wracking part of my journey from Crimea to Spain. Finally, it's time to tell you about the last and the most nerve-wracking part of my 7-day journey, arriving in Malaga to apply for the temporary protection program for Ukrainians. I'm the kind of person who likes to get stressful moments over with quickly, like in school, when it's better to answer first and relax than sit there anxiously waiting your turn. But this time I had no choice to wait the entire weekend because the refugee center only opened on Mondays. I'd booked a room in advance, which turned out to be in a student dorm. Honestly, I don't care. It was the cheapest option during the summer season. What surprised me, though, was that instead of a private room where you simply walk in from the hallway, I ended up in a shared apartment with a living room, kitchen, a balcony, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And right when I walked in, there was this massive guy in a swim trunks chatting with his friends. Later, I found out that his friends had borrowed the towels from my room. Luckily, they all moved out the next morning, and I had the whole place to myself for a day. Finally, some peace, quiet and cool air after traveling for so long with my luggage. I really needed the time to recharge and mentally prepare for what was sure to be an unpredictable Monday. When you hope for the best but prepare for the worst. That's what this moment felt like. It's always better to take action and face the consequences than do nothing and regret it forever. In the next video, I'll share what happened on that life-changing Monday. Like and subscribe so you don't miss it.